Hey guys, what up? My name is Kemo and today we are going to talk about my childhood memories. I mean, not particularly childhood memories, but things I remember in my childhood. And I know there's a thing in the frame which is this thing. These are just bunch of coins stacked upon one another because if I don't keep them, I turn yellow. I don't know why, but the color balance turns yellow. I mean, even if I go farther, turn yellow. I don't know why. So I have to stay closer thinking. And yeah, so for that, go back into time when this big-headed guy was a small head. The things I remember from my childhood are drawing boundaries. No, I was a territorial kid back then. In my school where I studied, there would be two people sitting in one bench, okay? Would literally take a scale out of my bag, measure the whole size of the table, divide by 2, and then draw a line across the bench. Like if this was the whole line, I would draw a line across the bench. I buy geometric box every year, a new one. I don't know why. I used to have the old one, but still I used to buy the new one. So I would take the divider from the geometric box. I don't know what divider is used for. I would carve that along the line to make a division on the bench. So if he would cross it, I'm gonna sound so psychopathic, I would poke him with my pencil, like poke. I mean, not as this is the pin. I would go like poke. So if poking has levels in that was the first level, and last level was the last level of poking would be stabbing. So the starting level of poking, I would do that. If you cross it, I'll go like, stop it, that's my area. Don't know why, but I used to do that. Okay, about the geometric box, when you were a kid, if you had a box which had like, there would be another compartment here, the lower compartment, the upper compartment, and in some things there used to be a whiteboard inside the box. If you open this like that, I told you there would be a separation in between. Underneath the separation there would be a whiteboard like thingy where you could write with markers and erase that. It was the coolest shit when I was a kid. If you had that, you were the coolest kid around the school. Damn, my son. I used to have the normal box which would go like boop, boop, there. Or the geometry box, because the geometry box is made of metal, which is cool, I guess. I asked my parents so bad for that, but they told like, don't really need that much space for your box, you only carry like a pencil and an eraser. I mean, they had a point, so I couldn't argue with that. So I carried that stupid box which would go like poop and poop. Stupid box, chickla. If you had something big or different, you were considered cooler in my school. Like, we used to normally buy small erasers, but they used to be big erasers which were like this. I mean, they are like 10 rupees and this is 5 rupees, but still, that was cool for us back then. And even sharpeners, there were different sharpeners like butterfly sharpener, rubber sharpeners, steel sharpeners, so many sharpeners, man. Screw on the top of the sharpener. If you unscrew it, you could get the blade out, and if you could use that to sharpen your pencil, you were considered cool. Being cool back then was real simple, but now it's really pain in the ass to become cool. And fidget spinners are cool, I guess. I mean, when I was a kid, yo-yo was a cool thing. More cool things were flickering your pen in your hand like. I mean, some kids used to do that and they were considered the cool kids. If you had a kid cycle, everyone would be so down with you for everything you are. They would do your homework for you, for a ride or for free. If you give them a ride, then they would do. And being a small brother is not that easy though, you know. People who are smaller brothers know that. I mean, being big brother is also not that great, but still being small brother is worse than being a big brother. Being a smaller sibling, you have to use the stuff your elder sibling used, because your parents don't want to waste money on the same stuff you both use. I mean, I went to school on the cycle he used. I mean, that was a dope cycle too, because it was strong and I didn't fall on that, but still, I went fast and bro, at least the stuff I use. And if you could do like a skid on your cycle, stuntman of the class. I really tried to do that, but my brakes were always loose, I don't know why. So if you could do wheelie on the cycle, you could do skids on your cycle. There would be a strike game where you have to strike your opponent's book one time and hide your book before he strikes back. So I was a good boy, so I draw like a small line, like what he does, he scribbles over the whole book. I mean, I draw like this much, he drew like that much. That's not how you draw, bro. That's not the equality we are talking about. You are racist, you are gender biased, you are communist. That's appropriate for this thing, but still, you're communist. You're biased. I don't know what I'm talking about. That was a game, and we used to have this game where we used to punch the other person. I don't know why, but we used to punch the other person, and we used to run from them so that he wouldn't punch back. I don't know why I used to do that. Yeah, and we used to have jolly game where you used to keep a circle in here. Game would last like minutes. Sometimes it would be hours, sometimes it would be months, sometimes it would be years, sometimes it would be centuries. Then if your opponent don't have the circle, you have to say jolly and then count down from 10 to 1. And if he couldn't draw that within your countdown, he has to buy a chocolate. Did have a stupid childhood, didn't I? And parkour was really big when I was a kid. I mean, we used to jump from balconies and rooftops, not from rooftop to the ground, rooftop to the floor. I mean, if this is the floor and this is the rooftop, you would just jump from here to here. I mean, small things. Over the fences, over the bench. I mean, we used to get small bruises, but these are the sweet memories we had now. Okay, my childhood was dumb, okay? But it was funny dumb. I used to have fun when I was a kid, unlike now. So these are the things I used to do when I was a kid. If you have something to share with me, you can do that in the comment section. If you also had this similar childhood like me, hit that like button so that I would know I'm not the only stupid one in here. You could subscribe to my channel so that you can see my future videos without missing by hitting the subscribe button, which would be down here. If you are too lazy to check videos daily, you can hit that bell button, which would be beside the subscribe button, so that you'll get notifications every time I upload my videos. So that will be useful for you if you are too lazy to check every day if I upload or not. Hope you have a wonderful day. Service na sukma bantu. Peace out. I would literally I would literally